morning to my friends on YouTube, and thanks for joining me on this very early start this morning. The time's about 6:30 and it feels like Uganda is just waking up. Today's adventure has been a long time in the making, and having checked Google Maps for the route and the weather, it just felt right to be taking this trip today. My usual trips are going to be eclipsed by today's 200-kilometer adventure. It's going to be a test of stamina and also a test to see how my little 125 performs on these longer journeys. Road conditions today are going to be good, the weather's good, I'm travelling on a tarmac surface with only one challenge that's coming up in a few kilometres time. I plan on breaking up the journey today with 2 stops, one just to stretch my legs in a short while and then definitely coffee by the time I reach my second stop. Having passed the roundabout at Kajansi, I then take a left on the Wankulukuku Road, taking me through Katale, Busawula, Bukwenda. Crossing over the express highway, I finally head towards the village of Kasenji. This is the only part of the adventure where the tarmac runs out, and I'm forced to ride some challenging Maram tracks. Challenge completed, and I'm back on the tarmac road again, heading towards the hills in the distance. Well, I've just stopped after about 45 minutes just by the King School, which is one of the top schools in Uganda. In the far distance you can just about make out some of the high-rises of central Kampala, but what a time to get here. Fantastic view with the sun rising. And with the sun continuing to rise to my right, we head back down the hill towards Masaka Road and through the village of Nakasozi. And with the main road approaching ahead, I'm going to take a left, join the Kampala to Masaka Road, and head southwest towards Mpiji. My first coffee of the day is going to be in about 30 minutes time, but as you can tell from this road, Uganda has really woken up now. New challenges ahead of diesel fumes, reckless driving, and just keep an eye out on those ruts in the road. They really took over control of my bike at times. I'm often impressed by the skills of the Boda Boda riders, and this guy here, he's even sitting on the petrol tank, just so that he can make his delivery and get those goods to market. The area off to my left, and ahead the red marram soil, is going to form the new Masaka Highway. This part of the road is the Entebbe bypass, which reminds me, it must be time for coffee, a rest stop, and just to get some fuel in the tank for the next part of the journey. Refueled and refreshed, I checked Google Maps to find there's 50 minutes left of the journey, so I head out and ride through Entebbe town, heading then back on to the Masaka Highway. The last part of the journey to my final destination has a different vibe. The countryside has really opened out, and the traffic congestion has reduced greatly. Traders on the side of the road are selling local handicrafts, such as woven products, large pestle and mortars, and African drums. as well as the boda boda motorcycles which carry goods and passengers on a local level. For longer distances, the 12 to 15-seater Matatu minibuses are a useful form of transport here in Uganda. When you stop in towns, you are often surrounded by street sellers selling things like roast chicken, corn, or roasted bananas. Improving the drainage in this very large swamp area is essential ready for the future express highway. Coming up on the left are a couple of vehicles that seem to be covered in branches. I'm not sure what that's all about. Maybe they're just on their way to a sports event. So did you get the clue from my title of this video, My Motorbike Can Equate? Well, here we are. Well done, my Simba UG Boss 125X. You've made it to the equator. I'd been to the equator several times before in the car with friends and family. I certainly wasn't going to be drawn into the souvenir shops and their high prices. Today was more about the adventure. My small 125 motorcycle, and it made it here, 103 kilometers from home. The cost for the whole trip adventure had come in at 27,000 shillings, which is less than £6. I think I even spent more on the breakfast. Just a couple of more boxes to tick. You'll have noticed the yellow buckets ahead. One on the southern hemisphere, one on the northern hemisphere, and one on the equator. They use these for the tourists to demonstrate which way water flows when you release the plug from a sink. Let's just see what happens on the equator.
Yeah, one more time at least.
And finally, I just have to do my own little tourist thing by putting my tyres on the equator, my right foot in the southern hemisphere, and my left foot on the northern hemisphere. Well, that's me done. I'm heading off home now. If you've enjoyed today's episode, please like and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Brass Birdie Adventures. Thanks for watching.